Cohort guys or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Keep on giving me messages so I can proceed. I'm waiting. No? Okay, the next parameter is the taste and odor. Okay, again there is also perception. Likewise, the color. How we can say whether this water is pure or not? It is quite difficult in the case of whenever there is a perception, person to person. म्हणजे बघा कधी कधी कोणाला पेंटचा वास खूप आवडतो आणि कधी कधी कोणाला अजिबात आवडत नाही पेंटचा वास. कोणाला तरी फ्लॉवर्स जनरली सगळ्यांना फ्लॉवर्सचा वास खूप आवडतो पण काही जणांना त्याची अलर्जी असते दे डोंट गो फॉर सो दॅट इज परसेप्शन. So odor depends on the contact of stimulating substance with the appropriate human receptor cell. Okay, everybody's perception. Most organic and some inorganic chemicals originating from the municipal or industrial waste contribute taste and odor to the water. Taste and odor can be expressed in terms of odor intensity or threshold values. Threshold values in the sense एका सर्टन लिमिट पर्यंत त्याचा प्रेझेन्स अपीअरन्स इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर component is allowed. Once it is crossing the limit, it is not allowed, and that crossing limit is known as the threshold limit. Okay, so either it can be the taste and odor can be expressed in terms of odor intensity or the threshold values. Okay, a new method to estimate taste of water sample has been developed. Means earlier there is a method to smell or to taste. So someone like this taste, आता आपण जर गावाकडे राहत असेल तर बोरवेलचं पाणी प्यायची सवय लागलेली असते. आपण जेव्हा म्युन्सिपाल्टीचं पाणी प्यायला सुरुवात करतो त्यावेळेस दे डोंट लाईक दॅट टेस्ट. Or if we are staying in a city and we are habitual to have the municipal corporation water, we don't like the borewell water. That taste we don't like. Okay, so that was quite difficult to find out the taste is good or there is objectionable taste or objectionable odor. But there is a new method has been evolved, and this is known as the flavor profile analysis method. Okay, through this we can determine scientifically the taste and odor. The character and intensity of taste odor discloses the nature of pollution or the presence of microorganism. जर त्याचा कलर मी मगाशी सांगितलं की कलर प्रमाणे जसं आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये काय इम्प्युरिटीज आहेत हे डिटेक्ट करू शकतं तसं टेस्ट अँड ओडर वरून सुद्धा आपण what are the impurities are present, what type of microorganisms are present, we can predict. Okay, so this is about the taste and odor. The equipment name I have not written here to measure the one second, I don't remember that exactly. Tastometer or like this.
For what, ma'am? For measuring?
What? Yes.
For what? Instrument for what? For measuring taste or measuring odor?
Actually, this test is being performed together.
Okay.
Tastometer is being used for the measurement of taste, but I am not remembering the name of odor which can be used, or together tests are also being performed. I will check and I will tell you the name of that equipment in the next lecture. Okay. So this is about the taste and odor. So simply it changes from person to person. Perception, it changes with perception. So that you should remember. And kutla's so organic impurities or inorganic impurities dissolving into the water, and it is changing not only the color but also changing the taste and odor. You can take the example as a minerals present into water. The carbonates and bicarbonates of the sulfates and magnesium. Usually these are the useful minerals up to certain limit, up to threshold value. But when it is exceeding then this, it is going to be converted into hardness. And that hardness is changing the type of water. If someone has written Mrs. Nehal Patil, let me say, I think she has given the name of olfactometer. Olfactometer is the equipment name. Yeah, she might have searched. Thank you. So with that equipment, we can test at the odor and but simply it is, these are the physical tests. So whenever there are the physical tests are there, there is a little confusion, but we just need to change. And that too, when the physical parameters are present into the water, it may not affect that much dangerously as compared to the chemical characteristics. But if chemical characteristics are present, these are very dangerous to human health. So in that respect, we have to perform the test and then only we can take the judgment. But in the case of physical characteristics, we need to just take judgment whether it is polluted or not polluted, and then we can go for the treatment process. The next impurity present into water is the fact that factor is the temperature factor. As such, temperature is not the pollutant, is it? As such, it is not the pollutant. But the temperature, change in temperature of water changes, means it is acting as a catalyst for the various chemical reactions, and hence we need to take care of the temperature too. It will change the taste of water too. It will change the amount of oxygen present into the water too. It will change the amount of bacteria is present into water. So we have to take the care in respect of temperature. So many of these chemical reactions are depend upon the temperature, and that's why this is also one of the important chemical parameter. The increasing temperature decreases palatability because at elevated temperature, carbon dioxide and some other volatile gases are expelled. When there is because at elevated temperature, carbon dioxide and some other volatile gases are expelled. So do you know, maybe you are aware about this, I will explain. So if this is a pond, and this is filled with the water, and what happens generally, there is a radiations from the sun, or then photosynthetic activities are being performed here, and the growth of algae is being performed here, is it? And because of this algae growth and sufficient temperature, UV radiations available, they will keep on releasing the carbon dioxide and they will consume the carbon dioxide and will release the oxygen, and then they will create the aerobic environment into this. So this process is also going to help to treat the water into the stagnant position. If water is in a stagnant position, stagnant म्हणजे जेव्हा थांबलेलं असतं water, okay. And sometimes if there is a less temperature, then exhaling of carbon dioxide being performed into that particular, because there is a decomposition process starts by using the bacteria. And when there is a decomposition process starts, it releases the mainly carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide present into water will convert that water into carcinogenic water. Okay. The ideal temperature of water for drinking purposes must be in the range of 5 to 12 degrees Celsius. Okay. And if it is more than 25 degrees Celsius, it is not recommended for drinking purpose. But nowadays we are finding something new issues in respect of change in water temperature. If you are drinking hot water, your body will be safe, then corona will not be there. So again, there are some confliction, whether this is really useful or not, is it? But continuous consumption of water with this temperature is definitely not good for health. Better to go up to the 10 to 15 degrees Celsius temperature for temperature water for drinking purpose. Okay. So this is about the temperature. You note down, then we'll go for the next. I think time is about to over. You can note down this, and timing I will take the snapshots for your attendance, and then we'll stop for today and we'll continue in the next lecture with the chemical parameters. Within one lecture, chemical parameter and biological parameters may get finished, and then one more lecture will require to remaining part of this chapter, and this chapter will get over in the next week. Okay, you can write down and you can leave the class after completion of this. Those who have finished, I have taken the attendance, noted on the attendance by taking the screenshots. You can finish your task and you can leave the class.